Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And today, another big giveaway because two people are gonna be winning $25 in the whatever crypto they prefer. So go ahead and comment down below your favorite cryptocurrency, make sure you press the like button, and of course you have to be subscribed. Now, if we hit 750 likes within 24 hours, we're giving that away, and this is most likely the last week we're doing giveaways, so make sure you enter them all so you can still win some nice things. I put the team on getting more partnerships and things like that going, but as of yet, I don't really have anything going on yet, so it's all coming out of my pocket, which is a little bit heavy, but we'll see. Hopefully you guys are enjoying them. Trump blasts Democrats for holding up stimulus checks, but that's not how it works. A lot of these things or things like this are coming out right now because it's really hot, really having to do with money, finance, everything. And of course, it has a lot to do with crypto. Now, earlier we explored some of the connections between the stimulus checks, some massive QE, what it would do for banks, maybe some little friends politics that are going on, and also the consequences on XRP. I explained to you guys, there's actually a high likelihood that all the stimulus that's going on here will ultimately have a positive effect on XRP. The small summarized version is, a negative side will be a lot of stimulus here means people have less money to spend. They won't buy XRP, they won't buy crypto because they want to keep the money to themselves. They don't want to go for risky things, right? They have QE, but still their money might become worthless in the end. So maybe they want to either hold on to make sure they have something, or on the contrary, they might even spend it really harshly to make sure that if their money becomes worthless, they still have assets. There's a good impact part of that. Also, maybe because the stimulus is going on like crazy here, they might not trust the US government anymore. The banks might collapse, the banks might do good. Both of those things can occur, and if the banks do good, XRP will prosper. If the banks do bad, XRP will prosper. Once more, it's a 100% guaranteed positive thing. All is looking good for XRP, and QE or no QE, it is all just positive things that can happen and come from it. Looking at that though, the situation is actually a little bit more worrisome though, because there's a big debate going on between whether or not they should be going for these big stimulus checks and whether or not it is a good idea. Now, even though it might not directly be a bad thing for XRP if stimulus checks were to hop in, I do think that the easier route for Ripple were to be if the banks were to just stay around. So I do think that if stimulus checks were not to be needed, if there was just a good economy, Ripple and XRP would prosper a lot sooner because they could just enhance the current banking system that we have. However, with more QE, with more cases going on, there will most likely be, again, lower or maybe even negative interest rates, which might change the whole game. And even though that might be positive in the end for XRP, it could be a longer route or road with a lot more obstacles as well, and a lot more insecurity and a lot more regulatory uncertainty than this established one. So I'm wondering who in the end is going to be winning, as Trump is blasting them for holding stimuluses up. And I'm wondering, is it all going to be going on? Will there be more after this one? And here they're saying the Democrats are holding back the 1,200 to 3,400 family of four checks that were ready to be sent out. I'm really wondering, guys. I'm really wondering what's going to be coming of all of this, as it's a lot of money that's being pumped in, and I'm really hoping to a certain degree that the US dollar doesn't become valueless or worthless just because it would make life a lot harder. A lot of companies would just fail altogether. A lot of families would really have a harsh time, and really, for the sake of humanity, it's not that prosperous. It's not that nice. Now, something else I just wanted to briefly mention here before we go on. It's actually a tweet by Leonidas Hadjiloizou, and it says, crypto scams still advertised on YouTube, and yet somehow YouTube filed for a dismissal of Ripple's lawsuit, claiming that it did not orchestrate or participate in the scam. And after being notified about it, they removed it. Nothing has been done about these ads for weeks, and yes, they're going on, and basically what it is just a big scam where they say, you send me one, I'll send you two back. And that's why in every video I try to say once or twice, you should watch out for giveaways, you should watch out for scams, you should watch out for things that are too good to be true, because mostly they are. All right, with my giveaways, the thing that is first of all, right, I told you guys how I got into crypto, big time. And crypto paid out for me really well. So I can say I'm kind of fortunate about it. But one of the big reasons I got into crypto again for my second round, where I started YouTube and everything as well, was mostly because I got one Bitcoin donation. I believe it was in 2017 that I got this once more. This is not the first time I bought into crypto, but it was the first time that I got into it on a daily basis. And it changed my life so much. The fact that I bought Bitcoin, at least chunks, a little, or actually a good while before the big breakthrough, and all of that, it just changed the game for me in the whole life. And knowing about that, I'm like, if I can help these people with just small $25 giveaways, I'm like, yeah, I can help. But I'm never going to ask you to send me anything. Never no money, never no nothing. And that's what these guys are doing. So watch out. Don't send them anything and really, really be cautious. 3 alarming economic numbers that may force a second stimulus deal in Washington. Just again, wondering, as I said before, I don't care about the numbers or anything like that. I'm wondering, is there going to be another stimulus check? Is there going to be another bigger QE that they're going to be pushing out? Because again, even though it will be positive for XRP regardless, it will be so strange for the economy. It would be so strange for stocks and all of that. And it's also, since we don't know the correlation between stocks and really just all the equities and the cryptos, it could also be that in the end, something really, really crazy is going to happen, right? Same for gold. Maybe they want to, because the US dollar might fall, they want to go back to a golden standard. Maybe the correlation to crypto would then all of a sudden change as well, because people just hold gold and don't need crypto, or maybe things like that. It's also fragile, also far away, also crazy, that I really don't know what to say or expect from all of it, which is to a certain degree fun, to a certain degree really, really scary, because all is uncertain. All is uncertain. Stocks turn positive. Dow jumps 100 points after big tech earnings beat expectations. The stock market opened lower on Friday, but later turned positive after shares of Apple, Amazon, and Facebook soared following better than expected second quarter earnings results. About that, I'm just thinking, these companies are all benefiting from all of this, right? They know they have the strategies, they have the better marketing teams, they know how to make sure that they'll come out on top with any type of crisis there is, because they're all, quote unquote, online companies where a lot of their services are online, and they might not have to be or do anything with the people themselves. I mean, Amazon, they can really, really provide everything still, even though there's a big crisis, right? Facebook, well, you can still post on there. You'll even post more. Apple, people will still buy their products. And even sometimes Apple is regarded as a subscription service instead of, whatever company they are right now. The government's Shark Tank style CV testing challenge awards $250 million to 7 companies. Now, a couple of things I wanted to state right there, right? I want to know from you guys, but not in too much detail, what do you think about a vaccine, right? And the reason I'm saying that and asking that is because, to a certain degree, you could say that vaccine is really where all this is built for, because that could make so many billions of dollars, just give it out to companies, that maybe it's a little bit of a scam and an idea. However, the same could be said about QE, where some of the comments I read earlier in the video out loud were like, they just made the crash purely to be able to put QE out and just really send a lot of money to their friends and really, really cash out a ton of money in the end. As you know, Trump's a billionaire, multi-billionaire. He knows how economics work. His advisors, they've been here for a longer while. All the guys in the banks, they know what they want. So if there's a way with QE to get yourself a ton of money, you probably would. On the contrary, it could also be a crisis came and those guys are like, you know what? You got to save us first. Don't think about the consumer. Think about us, because we're more important. We're not that replaceable. So just do whatever you have to do to save the banks, and you just don't worry about the rest of the people and the dollar. It'll be fine. Just save us. It could also be, all of it will be prosperous for XRP, so it doesn't really matter too much in the end. Then I guess I can mention it right now. It's not that important. Chainlink Marines buy the dip, anticipating new all-time highs. Chainlink was looking pretty damn juicy. It has gone down for a little while, which made people, I guess, anxious. But right now it's back on track with some positive movement, a lot of gains. Yeah, looking pretty damn juicy. By the way, XRP right now at 28.7 cents, looking okay on the daily, not too bad. Just a little bit of a drown down from the point where it got to. I guess we're not even into a trap just quite yet. We're looking pretty juicy, right? It was a big run up in the last 30 days. This is the first big fall in a very long while. Yeah, it was a continuous upwards momentum. And now is the first time we're falling back down. We hit 32 cents on here even. That's crazy, guys. 32 cents. That's insane that we hit that. Really, really positive. Really, really crazy. Then, OKCoin says institutional investors benefit most from OCC crypto clarity. Now, what I got to say about that is it's not the truth, right? Crypto clarity, the OCC, and whatever is said around those corners, it's all the most positive for XRP. Office of the Controller of the Currency is, by the way, the full name of that. It's most important for XRP, but I guess the bigger circle, it's about institutional investors through XRP or with XRP, because, well, the controller of the currency has said, all right, those banks can, allow custodial services, which means that First of all, there's a higher chance they're working with something like Ripple because, well, banks getting into crypto, what crypto would they go for to, that has most to do with them? Of course, XRP or Ripple as a company. On the contrary, institutional investors are the guys that are going to be utilizing this function, and thus it's not strange that it's really, really big for them. But it could also be that those three things come together some way, shape, or form, which is going to be huge in the end. But it's just, I think it's really a lot more important for XRP if you're talking about a crypto. But institutional investors are, of course, the most prominent part about it because, well, it's made for them, right? So it's just how you want to view that. Hey, XRP fans, it was a good run. Just a little correction. We are still up. We'll wait till the USA stocks tank. Boom. CNBC has been putting market info out. It's what we just have been seeing a little bit right here. No, not this one right here. It's this. Well, I don't know which one it was. This one right here. Stock market doing a lot of crazy things. CNBC putting up a lot of information. And, it just depends, maybe the correlation is going to change all the way, which is making everything profitable. I just closed an article by accident. What effect will lockdowns plus new stimulus checks have on markets this week? Again, I'm wondering, but this is mostly about markets, about, I guess the traditional ones. Crypto, we don't know. Nobody really knows, and we're all wondering. We're all looking for the same type of stuff. And in the end, all I can tell you guys is US right now is in a very, 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 very insecure spot. Gold is at a very, 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 very favorable spot. And same for crypto. It's a very, very, very good position to get into it. Even though, by the way, guys, don't overextend. Don't go into it too harshly because, yes, there might be corrections. Yes, we could go down lower in price. And yes, a lot of bad things could happen to the price right now. It's all about the longer term goal, right? And what my strategy is, if the XP price goes down, I buy more, buy the dip, and I DCA. So I just dollar cost average. I average my main price out. However, since we're so high right now, I'm not really buying that much into it anymore. Like 20 cents was like my kind of max for right now. But maybe if you're at this higher zone, just buy your way down at different points, to make sure you're always comfortable holding. Then XRP Crypto Bull, or actually Crypto Bull, said XRP targets 40 cents, 87 cents, 236, 1370, and 113. Now, what I have to say about that one is I'm just going to tell you straight up, I think we'll get to there eventually, those prices, right? And for me, the biggest issue is when will we get to 50 cents? Will we get to $1? Because those are the historical landmarks that a lot of people and a lot of investors really want to get to again. And by the way, the computer is heating up, so I'm sorry if you can hear me a little bit less clear. But if I stop right now, it's going to be so much trouble. So let's just hope it's going to go down a little bit in just a second. But yeah, I think it's going to go to all those price targets eventually, and it's just a little bit of a waiting game. I don't really believe in this analysis too much. It's just I think it's a simple Fibonacci one, but we're not going to look into it because it's trading view. It's too much work. But for right now, I'm just going to say, these points are really good, really nice, and really cool to look at. I guess 40 cents or wait. No, actually 87 cents is looking a lot more juicy and a lot closer than than I would have expected it to be. I mean, right now we're not even close to 40 cents, but still 87 cents looks like it's just a little ways away. And also keep in mind, 113 might look like a lot to you or might look like something crazy, but it got from, how much was it now? 22 cents to almost $4 in just 20 days. A lot can happen in just the span of a couple of weeks, guys. Don't forget that. Your life could be changed in just the shortest amount of time. Leading financial think tank, Ripple could replace banking system. Now, my own statement about this is, we all know that Ripple could enhance the banking system. I don't really think that Ripple on its own can really take over the banking system because they can't become a bank because that would just mess everything up. And really all they can do is just aid to these CBDCs and help them out. But in the end, they won't become the bank itself. I've explained to you guys multiple times, becoming a bank would just make them really, really, not obsolete, but just really, really stupid. Because as I said before, there's no mutual trust and there's no way for Ripple to become a bank without being set up in a certain country. And what country would you choose to make sure that no other country distrusts you, right? The US doesn't want to work with anything that's, not US. China doesn't want to work with anything that's not Chinese. What are you going to go for then, right? So you'll never be independent entities, sort of, that can just operate anywhere if you're going to become a bank, which is very, very bad in the end. So no, they won't take over the banking system. They're going to aid and become like the butter on the toast, which is the banking system. Yes, they will. Then another riddle from Mr. Pool, I think. Happy face guy. We got happy face guy, happy people. TikTok dance. Just kidding. I don't know what that's supposed to be. And this one right here, the little screen you see before catching a Pokemon. Yeah, you know, I think this all is just really, really stupid stuff. Personally, I don't believe in it at all. I don't see value in it at all. And I really think that if you do, you're in a different dimension than I am, because I can't see how this can ever be useful. But again, if you are, then, you know, just you do you. Because, I mean, if I can see it, maybe you can. You know, maybe I'm just, you know, not connected well enough, it could be. And then the last one, which is a little bit of the same sense, Bank of America looks to be wrapping up their push to digital/mobile wallets. Connected to Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, also corporate digital wallets for treasury payments. Sounds like the next or distributed apps built on RippleNet are coming next. Well, look at this one right here, picture of Bank of America, advanced security, an increasingly secure mobile ecosystem is creating more confidence in mobile access. Mobile has many of the same safeguards as desktop, plus built-in fingerprint. Most devices also feature native security features like app sandboxing. Evolved worker preference is another factor. Treasury employees increasingly want the ability to work untethered from office desktop, and corporate banking apps can make it possible. Reasons to embrace mobile, yada, yada, yada. Right, then another one, the next wave of e-commerce. They're talking more about an app. Next wave of commerce will be driven by digital wallets. Then another picture, the Go, welcome to mobile wallet now available global. It's the first time mobile wallets have been made available globally for commercial cardholders. And in the bottom here, using your mobile wallet, it is more secure than paying with plastic. Every mobile wallet purchase gets a unique one-time account number. Merchants never see your account number, even if it's private. And then new payment strategies to help us drive business forward, drivers of exchange, new technologies, evolving regulations, embrace innovation, dynamic environment. Well, piece by piece, all it's saying is, again, they're building into this, and it's wrapping up. It's looking really, really juicy. But hey, it's just a theory, is just a thought. By the way, Bank of America, Warren Buffett, we all know the connections. We all know it's going to be golden. Guys, thank you all for watching this video. Flight's going to be in 3 hours. It's 2 a.m. right now. It's going to be really, really insane. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care and have a very, very nice day.